I started this gangster shit. And this the motherfucking thanks I get. I started this gangster shit. And this the motherfucking thanks I get.
Hey, if you like this content but haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Subscribe right now. Thanks. Alright. Hey, it's Comic Artist Pro Secrets, and you're listening to Ethan Van Sciver, 26-year veteran of this wacky comic book industry, world's most charming, elegant, eloquent, and yet humble man. Great big Star Wars fan, a trusted member of the media. What do we have here? Hey, little one, come on up here. Don't be embarrassed. Don't be ashamed. Never mind, be embarrassed and ashamed. Tessa Thompson hopes Men in Black International paves the way for equality. Well, sure, why stop there? I hope Men in Black International actually leads to full nuclear disarmament, the cure for cancer, promotes a manned mission to Mars where we discover alien life and begin to communicate with them, free energy, cold fusion. All it's going to take is the efforts of a few plucky dames who think smiling is sexist, and they'll yell at you and probably punch you if you ask them to smile. Cold, dead shark eyes, and some kind of weird attitude about how being in a summer popcorn flick has handed them the reins of power, and it would be a shame. In fact, it would be sinful not to exploit the power that they've been handed. Meet Tessa Thompson, star of Men in Black International, a sequel which is currently in the movie theaters right now, and probably will end up in a bin at Walmart for $3.99 on DVD. On one of those squishy DVDs, it's like the casing isn't quite as the same quality plastic as the movies that are good that people want. Tessa Thompson has a lot to say. I think she's been watching BRIE LARSON, and I think she's thought, you know what? If I just get out there and I say crazy, insane things about how women have no power in Hollywood whatsoever, and I just look like this all the time, I have this look on my face when I do so. Oh, and also, if I'm in a movie with Chris Hemsworth, who, by the way, I think is complicit in all of this, Chris, then maybe I will also get dunked on 6 times a day by Comic Artist Pro Secrets and Geeks and Gamers and other things like that. Well, listen, you're going to get dunked on once, and we'll see how it goes from there, Tessa Thompson. I don't necessarily want to make 100 videos about you, but I will. But I will. Right now, I'm still focused on BRIE LARSON. All right, what do you have to say here? Tessa Thompson and Dame, and I love it. I love Dame Emma Thompson. I want to start calling women dames again. It was good enough for Frank Sinatra. It was good enough for the Rat Pack, Dean and Sammy. Bless you guys up there. It's good enough for me, Ethan Van Sciver. They hope their starring roles in Men in Black International pave the way for equality in movie business. Well, I think right now it's likely that they will. If we go to Rotten Tomatoes and we look at the original Men in Black from 1997, we can see the Tomatomator. There it is. I was looking for an alternate pronunciation. Like, how would the English pronounce this word? Wait, I lost it again. Tomatomator. That is at 92%. This is a classic film, I guess. I mean, it led to a few theme park rides and everything. And, in no small part, due to the work of Tommy Lee Jones and Will Smith. The charisma of Will Smith, which is undeniable. Everybody loves Will Smith. Everyone remembers the Millennium that pulled us out of the threat of Y2K. Like, everybody was worried about Y2K, which was going to be like, it was going to hit all the computer systems everywhere the minute the clock turned to the year 2000. But then he said, no, it's not Y2K, it's the Millennium. Let's get jiggy with it. And the world did, believe it or not. This is Tommy Lee Jones, great actor. Everyone enjoyed him in The Fugitive. These two people, like, it's funny because he's a stodgy old unsmiling white guy, and he's kind of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and the two of them shouldn't work together, but they do. It's like, it's amazing. It's a great combination. So it worked once. It kind of worked the second time. I think it worked better the third time. Now they're going back to the well the fourth time, except they're not putting either of these two gentlemen in the movie, which should lead to trouble. And indeed, it does. 24% on the Tomatomator. Okay? That is, correct me if I'm wrong. That is a, is it not? That's a, I think it is. However, interestingly enough, let's be fair, the audience score, 67%. That means only 1/3 of the people who went to this movie complained of their sciatica and wanted to leave. 2/3 actually thought it was okay. They thought they could munch popcorn to it. So we'll see. That is not what did they actually say here? One of those memory erasing flashes would be nice right about now, please. Hey, don't worry, Adam. You'll forget about it tomorrow. I mean, most of these movies, you know, they do not stick in your memory. But unfortunately, Tessa Thompson has higher hopes and higher ambitions for Men in Black International, and for herself as well. I mean, she, again, looking at BRIE LARSON, thinking to herself, that's where I need to be. I need to do what BRIE LARSON's doing. I need to be the focus of all of the Fandom Menace videos on YouTube. And I'm telling you, you can do it if you want to, but I don't know if it's worth it. The actresses star as Agent M and Agent O, Mo, respectively, in the upcoming spin-off of the hit sci-fi action franchise, which also stars the likes of, that's like ilk. That's like the SJW word. Yeah, him and his ilk. The likes of Liam Neeson. Liam Neeson, what are you doing, dude? Where is your dignity? I understand, but you apologized for it already. And we all know, I think you probably know what I'm talking about. Liam Neeson had a little run-in with the SJWs on Twitter. He almost got canceled, but he crawled on his hands and his knees, and he fixed it, I think. He was on, like, the Hoda show or whatever that is with Kathy Lee Gifford, whoever these people are in the morning, and he explained himself, and everything was okay for now. This is his final apology. I'll be subjugated. I'll be a background character in a movie that is seeking women power by crazy, you know, third-wave feminists who make a big deal about being asked to smile. Sure, I'll do that. Is that part of my penance? It's not gonna work, Liam Neeson. They're gonna still come after you eventually if you make a fraction of a mistake. If you take a small misstep off of the SJW tightrope, they will actually come and consume you. But I understand. Chris Hemsworth, again, this guy is complicit. Now he did have a little skirmish. He did have a little run-in with BRIE LARSON, as we saw. Wherein BRIE LARSON, he said, you're trying to be Tom Cruise. And she says, I'm going to be myself. Thank you very much. Or whatever. No, thank you very much. BRIE LARSON, one of the worst human beings on the face of the earth. But here we go. Chris Hemsworth seems to attract them. He's in this movie too? What is he saying to these people? What is he saying to these women? Chris, you know, I'm shocked. I'm offended. I'm appalled. And the pair both discussed how they hope their roles as heroines will have an impact on women in films of the future. I think inevitably they will. Inevitably they will. Your impact is going to be like this: 92% here, and then over here, let's look again, 24% right here. It's likely that this movie is going to continue a long string of 2019 summer bombs, and I don't know what's going to save it. What's going to rescue 2019 in Hollywood? It's a disaster. Here we have the Wrap.com. Men in Black International leads box office. Yeah, it's the new movie that's out right now, but sequels keep slumping. Men in Black spinoff and Shaft. I didn't even know there was a Shaft movie. Opened below expectations while Dark Phoenix continues to crash. This is absolutely tragic for Hollywood. The trend of slumping sequels has continued at the box office this weekend. Sony's Men in Black International and Warner Brothers Shaft are currently projected to open below tracker expectations. Men in Black International will take the #1 spot this weekend, but after grossing $10.4 million on Friday from 4,224 different locations, it's projected to gross $26 million on its opening weekend. They were hoping to make 30, $40 million projected by analysts. This is terrible, of course, and I blame this. I blame this person right here, right now. And why do I blame her? Because she's stupid. And she came out and she said, I think we need to change the title Men in Black to be more inclusive. Maybe people in black. Maybe humans in black. Or something like that. This woman doesn't even understand where the phrase Men in Black comes from and why it's vital. She goes on to say, I mean, Dame Thompson and I had an interesting conversation about women in film. Oh, to be a fly in the wall. For that, more like an alligator in that room. This franchise is Men in Black. Of course, we're women. But if we're making a movie set in the future, maybe in the future, it'll be Women in Black or Humans in Black. Women can do anything. You know, that'll be the true sign of equality, when urban myths and the things that people have called UFO culture, you know, these urban myths from UFO culture, they're actually just gender non-specific. That is the future that we're waiting for. That's what we need. And hopefully movies like this will get us there. It's so cool that a generation of young women will see this film and can see themselves on heroin. And I think that's you know, a reasonable expectation. And she goes on here. She's like, I want to see an all-female Marvel team. There's so many incredible, talented women that she wants to work with. Well, how many of them can portray Squirrel Girl? Just one, Lena Dunham. Marvel's Squirrel Girl can only be portrayed by Lena Dunham. You want to put her on the movie screen again? Are you nuts? And I hate to yell, but I have to yell. I have to yell. I have to raise my voice, use my outside voice inside. It's coming. It's all coming. They're going to do this. I'm telling you, they're going to do an all-female cast led MCU film. They got rid of the original Avengers, the people that actually made the MCU what it is, and this is what SJWs do. I tell you over and over and over again, and I mean it every single time. They squat in something that has been made successful by actual talented people, and they ride it into the ground. They use it to promote their social justice warrior identity politics, and they ride it right into the ground. So yeah, it's possible that, you know, there is going to be an MCU film with Squirrel Girl and Ms. Marvel and America Chavez and all of these dreadfully awful characters created by social justice warriors at Marvel Comics. All the comics themselves have utterly failed. They've been a catastrophe. But let's try them in the movies. Let's see what we can do. There was this whole idea I had that I was on Kevin Feige, pardon me, about doing an all-female, excuse me, A-Force or something, but really it just has to do with the fact that there's so many incredible, talented women in the MCU that I want to work with selfishly. This woman has gone to the BRIE LARSON School of Social Justice Warrior Politics and Etiquette. I'm impressed. She does a pretty good impersonation of her. We're going to see BRIE LARSON and her standalone with Duwanda Wise, who is also here tonight, doing Captain Marvel. Wow, that's wonderful. We'll see what happens with Valkyrie next, but yeah, the women rule supreme. The women rule supreme. Then what is this all about? You want equality? Are you here to fight for the rights of Chris Hemsworth to be as good, as equal to you and BRIE LARSON? After all, you are quite right. The women do rule supreme. BRIE LARSON was paid $5 million for Captain Marvel 1, her first entry into the Marvel Universe, whereas Chris Hemsworth was paid a mere $250,000 for Thor #1. After taxes, that's enough to buy a motorcycle. Shameful. Thank you so much, Tessa Thompson, for recognizing that men don't have the same rights that women have in the movie business. Women do rule supreme. You're quite right, and it's about time that you fought for some of these dimwits who were in these movies with you, standing next to you, and I don't know, trying to hold up your end of the tent pole a little bit better. Liam Neeson, you're forgiven. You know what? Honestly, just retire at this point. Don't do Taken 5. They've thoroughly taken you, if you know what I mean. They've thoroughly taken you. You can take a walk. You don't need to come back. And Chris Hemsworth, stop it. Just stop it. You see what they're doing? They're paying you 1/8. 1/8 or like 1/16. I'm so bad at math. Of what they're paying the women here. You know, you can see where this is all going, and it is sad. It is very sad. All right, everyone, thanks very much. If you enjoyed this video, what do you think about this? What is this phenomenon? Are we going to be seeing more of this face talking about how they're popcorn movie? And they're always terrible movies. It's not like she starred in like something important like Schindler's List and she wants to promote the Showa Foundation. She starred in a crappy Men in Black sequel that's going to end up in a bargain bin at Walmart, and she's talking as though she's changing the world. This is BRIE LARSONism. This is a brand new phenomenon, and I'm afraid we're going to see much more of it. Do you agree? Leave me comments in the messages below, and please subscribe if you haven't yet subscribed to this channel. Join this family. We need you here. Ring the bell for notifications. Don't miss a live stream. Don't miss a video alert, and I'll see you again soon with another video. Hey, I got a P.O. box. Want to send me some mail? Send it to Ethan Van Sciver, P.O. Box 607, Marlton, New Jersey 08053. And I'll probably open it up on a live stream. Thanks very much, everyone. Hey, you want to follow me on Twitter? Are you sure? Well, if so, I'm at Ethan Van Sciver. That's at Ethan Van Sciver. See you there. Hello, potential Indiegogo backers. Hello, friends. My name is Ethan Van Sciver. I'm a comic book creator who worked for 20 years for Marvel and DC Comics on books like Green Lantern, Flash, Superman, Batman, and X-Men. But before that, I had a comic book called Cyberfrog. Now, Cyberfrog lasted from 1993 to 1998, and then it stopped when I went to go work for DC Comics. Now I want to tell the story of where Cyberfrog has been for the last 20 years. I want to write, pencil, ink a book called Cyberfrog Blood Honey that tells the story of gigantic alien hornets that come to Earth and conquer it, sending Cyberfrog into deep hibernation, where he emerges now in the year 2018 into a completely alternate reality, a new world where these hornets have taken over, devastated humanity, using human skin to make gigantic wasp hives, and harvesting human blood to make honey to feed their young. Very few humans still exist. But it's up to Cyberfrog to save what's left of humanity and turn back the damage that's been done by these wasps with his brother Salamandroid and his friend Heather Swain. I want you to help me do this. We're going to get colors by Kyle Ritter. He's a fantastic colorist, and he's going to make this book sing. I'd like this to be a 48-page one-shot prestige format, part 1 of 4. So I'm asking you to help me launch the very first Cyberfrog Blood Honey epic graphic novel. Are you in? Will you help me? I hope so. Let's get this frog jumping again. If you enjoyed this video and want to become part of this community, subscribe to this channel by clicking the Laughing Man face logo right on your screen. Ring the bell for notifications as well. You'll never miss a live chat. And stay tuned, another video by Comic Artist Pro Secrets is coming right up.